was here as a cluster in charge for the before Lok Sabha election and almost till Vidhan Sabha election से पहले तक मैं इधर रेगुलरली आता था और तेलंगाना भारतीय जनता पार्टी यूनिट ने बहुत प्रयत्न करके मोदी जी के नेतृत्व में एक बड़ा जीत जनता ने रिसेंट लोकसभा चुनाव में भारतीय जनता पार्टी को दिया है, आशीर्वाद दिया है। इसलिए मैं भारतीय जनता पार्टी को समस्त हमारे कार्यकर्ता को, जनता को मैं धन्यवाद देता हूं। और I have specifically come here to highlight the budget which is according to me historic and the worldwide, I can provide you the data, the worldwide the very experts in the or senior economists, they have praised the approach of Modi government and especially the India which is going forward towards the Vikasit Bharat. This Bharat is for Vikasit Bharat. This budget is for Vikasit Bharat and this budget is progressive and development oriented. And as you all know, because of the right policies and firm decision, stable government, in last 10 years, under the leadership of Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi, हमने भारत को 5 फ्रैजाइल इकोनॉमी से 5वीं बड़ी अर्थव्यवस्था बनाने में सक्षम हुआ है, यशस्वी हुआ है। तो इसी के रास्ता में मोदी 3 में जो पहला बजट पेश हुआ है, that also it is taking in that direction and people of India have reposed the faith in the government led by Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi and really elected for a historic 3rd term. As you all know very well, he is the only leader who has been consecutively, he is the 3rd time Prime Minister of country, such a vast country. The government is determined to ensure that all Indians, regardless of religion, caste, gender, age, make substantial progress in realizing their life goals. Happiness quotient is the recent phenomena in the entire world. तो जब लोग अपने एक लक्ष्य को हासिल करते हैं, अचीव करते हैं, तो उनका हैप्पीनेस कोशेंट भी ज़्यादा होता है। तो the total approach of this government under the Prime Minister Modi is, ये देश गरीबों का देश है। ऐसे बोलते बोलते गरीब जहाँ थे वही रखा था, लेकिन मोदी जी का प्रायोरिटी है कि गरीबों को सक्षम करना। We should prepare them, we should make them to fight against the poverty. So with that intention, we are trying to empower them, we are trying to support them. By that, many achievements have been taken place. I cannot, in one media briefing, I cannot brief everything, but the highlights of this budget, I will try to bring it to your notice so that it can reach crores of Telangana people. So while post-COVID, the world economy, you all know it was in a negative trend, but recently the global economy, while performing better than the expected, but still in the grip of the policy uncertainties, elevated asset price, political uncertainties, shipping disruptions continues to pose significant downside risks for the growth and upside risks for the inflation. Whereas India's economic growth continues to be shining. It is an exception, and India is the bright spot for the entire world and will remain so years to ahead. India's inflation continues to be low and stable and moving towards the 4% target. Core inflation, non-food and non-fuel, currently is at 3.1%. As we know, the interim budget of the government at that time focused the four major castes, that is Garib, Mahila, that is woman, Yuva youth, and Annadata farmer. For Annadata, minimum support price a month ago for all major crops announced, delivering the promises at least 50% margin over the cost. We all know the Swaminathan Committee's recommendation of the 50% was rejected by then UPA government. Sharad Pawarji, P.C. Thomas, and many others, including there was one Andhra minister at that time, erstwhile Andhra minister. Altogether, they had on record in the parliament said that Swaminathan Committee, especially 50% margin over the cost, is unjustifiable, and we will not be able to do that. That was rejected, but Modi government successfully it is doing it from last 10 years, and it is continued last month also. The world's largest food security scheme, Pradhan Mantri Garib Kalyana Anna Yojana, which comes under my ministry, was extended for the 5 years, benefiting more than 80 crore people. And I would, before I could go to the further points, I would only like to request and tell you and through you to the people and the expert that this is the continuity of the interim budget which was presented on 1st February 2024, that is 5-6 months back. Our priority is particularly on employment, skilling, MSME, middle class. So overall, our priority is productivity and resilience in agriculture, employment and skilling, inclusive human resource development and the social justice, manufacturing and service, urban development and energy security. In agricultural, 1.52 lakh crore of agricultural and allied sector has been made in this budget. 109 high-yielding climate-resilient varieties of 32 field and horticulture crops will be released for the cultivation to the farmers. Natural farming, which is very, very dearest before we could use these chemicals and fertilizers, chemical-based fertilizers. Now, 1 crore farmers across the country will be initiated into the natural farming. And largest cluster of the vegetable production will be developed. One of the main reasons for the food inflation in India is the vegetable. The vegetable prices, since it is seasonal and it depends mainly on the rain, many times because of that, otherwise our food inflation is also very low. But because of the seasonal vegetable and fruits, this varies very much. So for that, large-scale cluster for the vegetable production will be developed closer to the major consumption center, जहाँ इसका consumption होता है. हाईएस्ट कंजम्पशन ऑनियन का होता है बड़े बड़े शहर में, दिल्ली, हैदराबाद वगैरह वगैरह, लेकिन बहुत दूर से उसको लाना पड़ता है. तो इसीलिए वी वांट टू डेवलप vegetable production clusters. The government will facilitate implementation of the digital public infrastructure in agriculture for the coverage of the farmers and their lands for the 3 years. Employment linked incentive, this will not able to hear. Now, okay? पहले शुरुआत में तेलंगाना के बारे में भी बताता हूँ. तो जो मैं बोलना हो तो मैं 5 मिनट. हाँ. And ELI scheme, that is the one of the 4.1 crore jobs will be created by that. And ever highest in Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana, the houses were built, and again 3 crore additional houses under the PM Awas Yojana in rural and urban areas in the countries have been announced. And I hope at least this government in Telangana at present, they will make use of it. Because previous government, BRS government, they were never bothered to use the scheme. Prompting the women-led development, budget carries the allocation of more than 3 lakh crore for the scheme of benefiting the women and girls. For improving the socio-economic condition of the tribal communities, we will launch the PM Janajatiya Unnata Grama Abhiyan by adopting the saturation coverage in tribal majority villages and aspirational districts. This will cover 63,000 villages benefiting 5 crore tribal people. And this year, a provision of 2.66 lakh crore for the rural development, including rural infrastructure. And government manufacturing and services mein, government will facilitate development of investment-ready plug-and-play industrial parks to complete the infrastructure nearly in 100 cities. This will benefit all the major states, including Telangana. So why we have planned this is, few days or few years back, if you ask which is the manufacturing hub of the world, which is the world factory, people used to say China. Today, India has got that opportunity, and we should grab that opportunity, because credibility of India and the manpower in India is capable of doing it. Only we should upgrade the skill and the scale. That's why development of plug and play industrial parks, 12 industrial parks under the National Industrial Corridor Development Program will be also done. Under the PM Awas Yojana Urban, where the bigger, comparatively, middle class and higher middle class, poor middle class, lower middle class, under the PM Awas Yojana, housing needs for 1 crore urban poor and middle class families will be addressed with an investment of 10 lakh crores. This will include the central assistance of 2.2 lakh crore in the next 5 years. And a provision of interest subsidy to facilitate the loans at the affordable rate is also, it is envisaged. And all the states, as far as this infrastructure is concerned, many states, not many states, all the states are benefited. In railway also, now few figures, as far as overall tax devolution and whatever has been already ongoing projects, railway, it is more than 20 projects are ongoing projects with a cost of 32,946 crores. And Telangana this year, and all put together also every year, more than 5,000 crores on an average we are providing, and even this year more than 5,000 crores is provided to the Telangana. Ongoing station work, that is a continuous process, and more 40 stations will be developed under the Amrit stations in Telangana. And procurement of rice, till now 20,998 crore worth we have food grains we have procured, especially rice in Telangana, and that is going to continue. 48,000 crore worth ongoing projects are there in Telangana. And apart from that, whenever and further land is provided, further roads are also will be constructed. And as you all know, in devolution of funds also, granting and that is the ever highest in last 10 years, and that is going to be continued. As it is, Telangana has received 1.60 lakh crores as the tax devolution in last 10 years, and GST compensation 8,879 crores. Total in last 8 years, historic 5.2 lakh crores of funds have been allocated or dispersed to the various Government of India ministries to the state of Telangana in 2014 for the schemes and the development. And this entire statistics I am going to give, but I can only tell you our priority is and is going to be the inclusive growth of all states, all section of people, where naturally Telangana is also included, and I will give the whatever has been done and whatever has been provided in the budget also. As you all know, Ramlingam Fertilizers Unit, which was closed, that is restarted. Renewable push, only in renewable energy we have given 40 crores for Telangana. There are many such things, and overall, if I can put it in simple words, this is a budget for Vikasit Bharat, and we want to make India the third largest economy of the world very shortly. With this expectation, हमने एक बहुत अच्छी डेवलपमेंट विकसित भारत, डेवलप्ड भारत के लिए नींव रखने का प्रयास 10 वर्ष पहले जो शुरू किया था, उससे with more strength and more vigor, this has been continued in the recent budget. And many schemes for the poor, housing, for industry, skill, employment, rural development and agricultural. All these sectors have given very high priority. So I am very, very confident that India's growth trajectory will further continue, and everybody, even a person who is standing in last in the queue, will also be benefited. So this is from my side, and now floor is open for the question.
Please introduce your organization name and your name.
See, that is, I can't reply because I have come here specifically to address the budget issues. What thing I will tell you? UPA's budget in 2009 and 10 mentioned 2 states. That is Uttar Pradesh and Bihar. You can, that is available in the net. You can get that speech of Mr. Chidambaram, and at that time, आपको कुछ नहीं लगा. What I am telling is, whatever has been done here, if it doesn't mean that we are not doing it to the other states. Every time, all the states' name will not be read in the budget. This is historically, it is proven fact. It is not done that it is for the first time. What has, if Telangana is boycotting on what basis? Highest ever allocation, highest ever devolution, highest ever railway के लिए, हाईएस्ट एवर अलोकेशन, दोनों तेलंगाना और आंध्र प्रदेश मिला के 708 करोड़ रुपीस मिलता था। आज हम कितना दे रहे हैं? 5,000 6,000 crores. And devolution of tax, as I think yesterday or day before yesterday itself, somebody has stated in the Telangana, which I was seeing it on the net, some 26,000 crores is the grant in aid. Before, when UPA is there, what was the grant in aid? 5,000, 6,000 crore rupees. And this Ramgundam, renewable push, fertilizers, road, many things which I can quote, but there is a limitation for the time limitation. I am not able to cover all those things, but some of the things I would like to read. ₹1.5 lakh crores for the 50 years interest-free loan to strengthen the state's financial capabilities. 2004 to 14, total tax devolution for Telangana is 18.5 lakh crores, whereas 2014 to 23, 9 years I am talking, 69.6 lakh crores. 69.60 lakh crores. That is increase of 276%. And Central Assistance to Finance Commission, 1.78 lakh crores. Cost of the procurement operation in providing the MSP, only cotton and paddy, 1.58 lakh crores, Telangana. And GST compensation, 15,329 crores. Share of the Telangana government in devolution of the tax, 2014 onwards, 1.60 lakh crores. During UPA government, 45,169 crores. See, if they want to play politics, I only appeal them. कि अभी चुनाव सब हो गया है, आपका राज्य का भी चुनाव हो गया है, देश का भी चुनाव हो गया है, तो बीआरएस वाले यही करते करते जनता ने उनको पूरा लोकसभा और विधानसभा दोनों चुनाव में उनको क्या स्थान दिखाने था वो दिखा दिया है. एटलीस्ट दिस प्रेजेंट चीफ मिनिस्टर इज ए पर्सनली वेल नोन टू बी बिकॉज ही was MP also, and very recently he has met, and some of the issues he raised, and immediately which were easily to solve, I told them that immediately it will be addressed and solved. For that he has thanked and he has gone. Now I appeal him. ये सब आपको जनता ने विकास के लिए, प्रगति के लिए, जनता के जो बहुत बड़ी अपेक्षा है, expectation of people as a whole in the country and per se in Telangana, ये ज़्यादा हो गया है. हमारा सबकी जिम्मेदारी बनता है कि हम सब लोग मिलके काम करना है. और नीति आयोग का बाइकआउट, तो नीति आयोग में आपको जो बोलना है, जो नीति में बदलाव लाना है, तो उसमें आपको बोलने का एक बहुत बड़ा मौका है. बाइकआउट करने से आपको तेलंगाना के जो आप विषय रख सकते थे, पक्ष रख सकते थे, whatever the arguments you could have put before the Niti Aayog, which is one of the very important body in coordinating the state and center. आप इसमें तेलंगाना लोगों को you are trying to ditch and cheat Telangana people, which you should not do. That I am going to advise him at least. आज ये है, अभी तो जा नहीं सकते हैं, लेकिन कम से कम आगे तो ये नहीं करना चाहिए. Sorry?
Education budget. Since COVID times, whether you take it Bangalore or you take Hyderabad, people continuously blaming both the state governments and that education budget is literally tripling. But they are center address and not the state center. Okay. It looks that in 22 you made a provision of 160,000 villages in tribal areas. In fact, more than middle class, these Bangladeshi Rohingyas who are entering into Jharkhand, West Bengal and Assam, or some other part, they are better placed because they are getting all kinds of, welfare measures. Can you say this is
No, no, that is, see, infiltration issue is altogether.
No. My question is, infiltrators, illegal infiltrators, are better placed than the middle class in the country who are paying taxes. That's why they are angry on you.
No, no, I can only say this is your, I respect your opinion, I take it. No, please listen to me. When you have put something before me, please allow me to reply. What I am telling is Rohingya or any other infiltration, that especially after we took over, we are handling with a very, without any confusion, with a firmness, with an iron hand we are handling it. But you know the limitations are also, because from last so many years, when this appease, especially after 70, 80s, when this appeasement it reached its peak, in 80s and 90s, then everything, even the recent statement of Mamata Banerjee, these are all the things which will add to the complication. But as far as central government is concerned, we are very, very firm, and as for that, the sealing of the border, all such things, wonderful work has been done. I will brief you another time, because now the priority is the budget, highlighting the budget. But as far as education is concerned, see, the number of medical colleges, number of engineering colleges, number of universities, all these, we are increasing the budget, and we are also involving the PPP also, because ultimately we need to see what were the total number of medical seats, 51,000. Today it is 110,000. Number of medical colleges, 300 odd were there, now it is nearly about 600 medical colleges. So by that, a common man can dream of becoming the doctor, engineer, all such things we are doing, and I can share you the further details. Sorry? See, one thing we should understand, see, one is last more than 60 years, it was such a bad shape, And you can't expect that now we have from 50,000, we have made it 1,10,000. Yes, what you say is fully agree. We should have made it 2 lakh. But there are limitation also. State government should also cooperate in many places where we are, requesting them to allocate fund to the, as far as we have made one policy in between. We had made it and now also it is continued. At least between 3 to 4 districts, there should be a medical hospital and college. Good medical hospital with college. Many state governments, they are not providing land. There are so many issues in it, but it is a continuous process. And within 10 years, this has become from 50,000 to 1,10,000. I think by this year end, it will go to 1,25,000. No, yours is over. Let him.
One becomes a doctor or engineer after passing +2.
Sorry?
One becomes a doctor, engineer after passing +2. But here parents are suffering that, they are paying 5 to 6 lakh as a school fee for their LKG.
Now, primary education, we are supporting. Primary education, central government can only support to the state government. Ultimately, state has to do it. And we are supporting and we are providing the funds also to them. Has to be increased, and for that we are working, and it is increased comparatively. The recent figures have come out. Unemployment, please listen to, when you ask the question, it is not a discussion, it is the question and answer, it is a press conference. See, EPFO number, right now I do not have it, but I will send you what was the registration number and what is the overall, after Mudra and other loan facilities, the facilities which are providing, after that how many jobs, people who are seeking the job, they have been the job providers, all such details, and it is highest ever, employment we have provided in last 10 years, and also you have anybody has immediately figure now? I will send it to you, and recently it is discussed in the parliament, but now from last year to this year also it has come down. That is wrong, because recently some organization released some figures about the death in the COVID also, which is totally wrong. We have got our own system, and that is a foolproof system. And in that, for example, recent economic survey, you can go through it. In that also it is there. From compared to last year also, unemployment rate has been reduced. Nationalization of? See, one thing I am telling you, making national project and non-making national project is one issue, but as far as irrigation projects are concerned, we are providing enough fund, that is number one. And as far as particularly to the state of Telangana, that we had asked them long back to provide the detailed project report, which is so far, I think, not presented. Correct now, Rajendra ji? Thank you. Dhanyavad.